I see it in the work that I do and where I live, what I do.
That's what we're here for. Other thoughts?
Well, the other end of that is around our lakes.
Oh yeah,
The lakes.
the
And
lakes.
around,
Okay.
we have other end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Totally other end of the spectrum.
I think the rich are rich and the poor are poor.
Places, it's ironic.
Mark, I look like you have a thought.
Well, I was just going to say, Steve's commenting on they are only here for 2 or 3 months during the year, and they contribute a year's worth of taxes, but they don't have children going to the school system. So it's a net benefit to the lake communities.
So you see that having those homes on the lakes, for like a house in like Winnipesaukee, for instance, you see that as a net benefit to the economy because those people are paying their property taxes on their home,
and yet they're not using the services. But that benefit is very unequally visited across the town. Well, we probably have several hundred miles of lakefront property on the lake stand. Well, there's no lakefront property that we get no benefit. So, I mean, that's all I'm saying. It's very unequal. It doesn't translate across townships as a well.
We debated.
Well, I'm not saying it's not a debate. It's just a fact. Yeah.
But again,
You know, it's how far it's over.
Plymouth is considered one of the labor markets in the area, and anybody who's got a nice mansion on Lake, on Squam Lake, usually comes to Plymouth to do all their shopping and restauranting and whatever else. So there are also benefits.
Yes, there are. But if you're a resident.
All right. I can see we're starting.
That's going to be, we can't solve that.
But we can dive more into it because it seems like you guys have a lot of opinions on it. That's good. That's great. That's what we're here for. That's what the RBC wants you to have. So you've got lack of accessibility. One thing I didn't put down that you made a point about, Sarah, was lack of public transportation. So I do want to note that.
Especially for seniors getting to doctor's appointments, they can't get there, so they
That's
don't.
volunteer. So if you don't have a volunteer driver,
Well, what happened to family and friends? When did that become a government responsibility?
right?
Well, I don't think it should be a government responsibility. I think
Public transportation, you mean?
well, getting to doctors, etc. I just think less government is supposed to.
So, okay.
I don't think our community warrants public transportation. We're not a city. We're not a Manchester or a Concord.
No, I want to know what you're saying. So, okay, so I just want to make sure that I frame it correctly because I don't want to say that you're advocating for private companies to come in and run their own transport system, but I don't want to say you're not advocating.
I don't think there's a need. That's why there's not public nor private.
I pick up hitchhikers to come into Plymouth to fill their prescriptions. People are
Dying because they can't come to the doctor's office? I think that's a little bit of a stretch.
No, I don't.
They can't pick up the whole car.
They won't transport. They won't transport. They won't transport. A police department won't. Officer won't transport.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Okay.
All right,
so let's go
again,
on.
It can be solved. It's
Not to advocate either public or private pay, which are both possible options. There's also the idea of a community setting up with some type of network that supports their residents who need the service and those who are willing to provide.
There has been here in the area, but then the two people that were doing it are 85 and 90. You know, and there is, you know, Frank and I have worked on public transportation model here that is going to be happening, that, you know, will help with that. But there's a lot of people that do provide that service.
There has to be more awareness of it. I think
Yep.
more help.
All right, so continuing on, anything else in transportation infrastructure? Because we are, I don't want to say we're falling behind, but we got a lot of stuff to cover.
Okay.
I think our state does a really wonderful, good job on maintaining our main corridors. I mean, oh my God, every summer we have federal money that they, you know, they're pumping it. I just like pretty seriously unnecessary. I mean, I think some of our secondary roads could use the work, and much more than our primary.
So we need a better system for prioritizing which roads get the
Yeah, so priorities of,
Well, that's state versus federal money.
I would advocate for spending more money on our secondary roads at the possible expense of our primary.
Yeah, they're redoing the stretch of 93 again this summer. We're closing a section of it between exits.
Well, I mean, it's a serious function of like where the money's coming from. It's pretty obvious, like
regardless of where the money's coming from. Drive down West Shore Road around the lake, which is what is
Right, yeah.
and driving down Taggar's Highway, it's different. So we have to do that road every single year. That's like that. It's almost amazing.
all right, so any other housing, transportation, infrastructure? You guys have hit on a lot of big things, but I want to make sure that
I don't know what the local towns do, but in the town of Plymouth, we have a zoning ordinance requiring no more than 6 housing units to a clump. Seems like ridiculous. Like, how would we have a lot?
Don't want to student apartments. That's a very
So that goes back to kind of the question that was raised under Focus 1, which is zoning laws. Question over effectiveness of zoning laws.
whole part
And then when we go, we're running the giant buzzsaw.
All right, other thoughts?
GrokTV.